This is very scary. And what I'm saying is Nvidia having the worst drop in history. That's right. It deleted nearly $600 billion as DeepSeek comes in and really shakes things up. So right now we got the USA in the left and we got country X over on the right. And that's right. The big Don is wasting no time. He is number one. What is he number one for? Biggest market drop in history. That's right. First week in office. This does not look good. If we look to the pattern here, we go lower, dead cat bounce, and then after that, we go lower. Well, that's what it looks like right now. The dead cat bounce off the moving average and the rollover. The dead cat bounce off the moving average and then the rollover. Look, we're up by nearly 4% in after hours. Yes, but that's not very much reassurance today because it doesn't feel good, does it? No, $600 billion nearly got deleted. So what's the big Dawn going to do here? That's right. I wouldn't really be smiling right now. We got played pretty good. Looking over here to Team Red. That's right. When we do red, we do a big, we do a beautiful, we do a red. All right, vibrant. That's right. Nice and bright red. Cool. Okay. Let's refresh here. Right, down by 17% today. Wow. 14% in the last 5 days. Okay. It's no longer in the top three biggest companies, I think. Nvidia erased $589 billion. We've used DeepSeek on the channel. I teased it out when this first version came out, but now with R1, people are very scared. And what are they scared of? They think Nvidia chips are no longer required. That's why the stock is way down. Look at the volume here. It's really, really elevated. What are they doing? It's an exodus. They're running for the hills. 800 million shares sold at $118. Those are big numbers, right? Lots of zeros. Lots of big numbers. Oh, wow. Yes. We broke DeepSeek on one of the streams. It's not really all that good. What it does a really good job of is it plants seeds of despair. Nothing brings people closer together than a common enemy. Well, they did a great job. It was like a $6 million job. They got it out. And the big Don, well, he's telling us that, hey, we're going to spend $500 billion. And we're like, oh, yeah, no problem. $500 billion, please spend more. When again, DeepSeek just said that, you know what, for $6 million, we just took out everything you guys had. What they're basically doing is white labeling it. They're rebranding ChatGPT. When you ask it what it is, it even thinks it's ChatGPT. All right, make this simpler. It's only Monday. It could be a long week. If now we look at Team Green, again, let's hide these. We're going Team Red because it says red in the video. Look at Team Green. Oh my God, there's like actually a lot of green out there. Apple up 3%. That's right. Eli Lilly, Walmart, Costco, MasterCard, McStinks, Chipotle. That's right. Lots of companies up green today. Nice. Nvidia's doing okay. This is what happened. If we go back to the weekend notes, what does it tell us? It tells us that Friday is the last calendar day of the week in the month. Can we actually get back above the 611? Let's look at the key chart right now because this is what's so interesting. If we hide everything, look at where we're pointing to. We're pointing to the 50 MA and a bounce off of it. What if we go to a line chart again, the simple line chart? Oh, we actually closed over it. Yeah, we did. Oh, interesting. So the area we're pointing to here, yeah, the back test, we actually closed above. Oh, we did close above it. Oh, what? That's right. Let's go back here. Let's go back to SPY. Let's hide everything again. Sorry. What do we have? Oh, we have a hollow candle. And yes, I know people say it's hard to see the hollow candles on their phone sometimes, but that's intentional. It's because the hollow candle actually gives us a data point. It tells us that we actually open here, close here. Remember today when I said gap downs are for buying? Well, what happened? Oh my goodness. The low of the day is like right at the open. That's right. They stole your shares. So gap down, pump it up. And now they might gap it up tomorrow. Or gap up's going to be for selling? Is that going to be the exhaustion gap? I don't know. All I know for sure is that now we have an established low. If you remember on the weekend, what I said is that I think between now and like middle of the week, I would like to see a fade for us to fade down into Wednesday, which is right here in the arrow last time, and then to rally back up to form a wick on the weekly chart. Well, what do we have now? Well, there's no wick, right? This is what is it? It's a red dildo. Let's have a look here. Let's make it. Oh, there we go. Green. We like green here. That's right. So if this isn't a head and shoulders, which it could have been into the close today, we have to close above 599.36, that same $600 number. Okay, let's go back here to hollow, back to the daily chart. And just before we go further, I'm going to ask you for a huge favor. If you could please consider smashing that thumbs up or subscribing to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. So if now we have a look here to the monthly chart, what do we note? It looks a lot different today now than it did at the open. That's right. And we have to wait all the way until Friday because the weekly, daily, and monthly candles all give us different stories here. They're all converging for 4 o'clock on Friday, where we close. That is what matters. That's what we're focused on. That's why we're tuning out the noise, right? Let the old fat cats do what they want. That's right. They're old fat cats, right? Old Barbie, right? Fat old Barbie. Let him do whatever he wants. We had a plan of attack. Going into the 24th, I believe that was Friday, we have a new all-time high. If it is a double top, we will see a lower low and close below. Start with a daily, aka look for the bear recipe on the one-day chart. Let's see what happened here. Oh, it's exactly what happened. That's right. We got to number one. So now the part that's so interesting here now is that if we're at number one, how do we get to number two? Well, we got to number two. Okay, we got halfway to a bear market on the daily chart. How do we get to number three? We got to blow the current daily low. That's right. We got to take this one out. Oh, so we got to go below 594 now. That's right. And we got to close below there tomorrow. If that doesn't happen, it doesn't mean we're not going to go down. It just means it's no longer optimal. And then, yes, we want to be out. This chart's not good anymore. This monthly one here doesn't look good. Please also note, this is not the actual low. This is the cash market low. If I'm confusing you, I'll show you another chart here. Let's go to ES, which is the E mini futures. The tail here is much bigger. Why? Because overnight, when you're sleeping, Stonks did this, and then he woke up and they were already recovering. Oh, yes, they were already recovering. So the candle here looks very different, and the range is very different. If now we go back to SPY on the one-day chart, if we're just looking to the recipe again, I'm a simple guy. I like simple stories. Hopefully you do too. If we're going to get to number three and the bears are going to not only break the one-day chart, that's going to happen tomorrow. Then they're going to take control of the weekly, right? They're going to squash the chart. They're going to stomp us down, and we're going to start going way down. Then into the beginning of February, they're going to go for follow through because right now they're only at number one. They have to get till the end of February now and the end of March unless they go for the jugular by Friday. And the feedback from me, again, let's just go back here. Apple on the one-day chart. Apple's giving me those good vibes. I mentioned it this morning. We had an algo alert on Friday. It didn't quite hold the level. Whoop, there's our follow through. So chart looks pretty good for the bounce. It already kind of happened now. All right, 600 billion Wipeout, right? The green, sorry, not the green team, the good team versus the bad team, right? The Cowboys and the Indians. There you go. All right, that's right, baby. We're number one right out of the gate. Number one. Oh, it's going to be interesting these next little bit here. All right. Jensen, maybe this is the problem, sir. He didn't show up. Right? He missed the inauguration. Nah, you fired, buddy. You fired. He's like, you know what, G? Yeah, you go take care of this guy. You go take care of him. Yeah, that's right. You go take care of him. Maybe he's fully satisfied now. All right. Number 27. So will the one-day chart break? Progression into number 3. And then into the 28th, the end of the week and month, what is going to happen? Do we get an opposite move in the first and second half? That's me trying to articulate what could happen here. Again, summarizing. Last note here. Do I have anything else? All right. Just for data, I'm like over 8 minutes now, so I'm just going to start tightening it up. Consumer confidence happens tomorrow. Tune in for the stream for that if you want. Just wait till the very end. If we're going to get this little hook right here, it means we go down and then back up. That's what normally forms a hammer. That's what we see here over on ES. You see a hammer. We have an established low and it recovers. All right. That established low is the wick. Turns into a hammer. It actually looks like a hammer. All right. Going back to here. All we're really going to be looking for is going to be, first of all, do we defend the low? If we do, that's defense. But now we're up here against resistance. So let's make it really clear. We're going to crack the inside bar tomorrow. The question is, do we hold above it? If the gains hold into overnight, we're going to track that into tomorrow's stream. Lastly, our system's been crushing it. So now I'm going to give you a little bit of a plug. I don't often talk about my system, but now I feel pretty proud about it. You can join me for 45 free days by going to theelgo.com to trade with me. And we have a Hall of Fame here. Look at this, right? Hundreds of percent. So you can go to the link in the description if you want to find out more. But let's have a look here for the performance. And there's some hot tips here too, so make sure you watch. If I go to my daily P&L, back to year to date, I've been doing a pretty good job, but I've been letting the algo do the work for me. And with all these trades, we're now currently at 4.85% on the account. And we have an open gain of 0.6%. We have Dollar Tree, Kava, BHP, and App. These are all new ideas. I like all these. I've also ordered Dexcom and STZ. So those are two stocks that I think look pretty good right now. Here's numbers for STZ if you want to pause the video. 3 to 3.4 risk reward. And then for Dexcom, currently 1.7. If that interests you, you can go to thealgo.com to come trade with me, Justin from YouTube. And if not, come hang out with me at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks so much.